Hey, what's up there YouTube? This is Jordan. It's been a while since I've made a video, and I wanted to talk about the way that Sony handled their E3 event. Now granted, I know E3 was a couple weeks ago, but before I made this video, I wanted to give them a chance to at least elaborate or change their policies based on their feedback they got from E3, which Microsoft did. The biggest thing that I feel like people didn't realize that Sony did at the E3 conference was that they're basically going to charge people now to have a PlayStation Plus membership in order to play multiplayer games. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, it's only $5 a month or whatever, but still, the fact is that we should not have to pay for a subscription in order to have multiplayer. Now, people are saying it's only $5 a month, and $5 a month really is not a big deal, but the fact is that Sony is not giving you an internet connection. As far as I know of, they're not going to be having dedicated servers for every game, so it's not like our money's going towards servers. And on top of that, when you have an internet connection to enable the PSN, you're not paying Sony for that, you're paying your internet service provider for that. So Sony's not providing you the internet connection, they're not providing you with servers, so really they're basically paying, or you're basically paying them to get a peer-to-peer multiplayer service, which you're paying for even though you are already meeting all of the recommendations. They're just connecting you to other people. Now, I feel like Sony is going about the wrong way of doing this. I feel like they should keep it free just like they did for the PlayStation 3. Now, I know a lot of people who bought a PlayStation 3 just because of the fact that they didn't have to pay for multiplayer, which is a humongous part of gaming today. One thing that a lot of people have, said is, well, why should I bother choosing the PS4 now over the Xbox One? And other than the $100 price difference in the consoles, which this is just me speculating here, but I'm predicting that Microsoft anyway is going to make a $100 version, or $100 cheaper version of the Xbox One, which does not include the Kinect, so the prices are going to even out anyway. But I feel like this was Sony's one just really big way to keep people in the PlayStation network. And the thing is, I get that Sony's a business, they want to make money, and that's perfectly fine, they're a business, they're in it to make money, they need to support their families, and for them to grow as a company, they want to make money, which makes sense. But the guy who did the keynote at the Sony presentation even said that people who bought their PSN Plus subscriptions, I believe the number was around, they were 95% pleased or something like that with their subscription. And it's just got to beg the question, if 95% of the people who have it are already happy with it, why do they feel the need to force it onto everybody who wants to enjoy a benefit like online gaming? Now, granted, online gaming, like I said, is basically becoming, the next big trend in games, and Sony wants to capitalize that financially, which it's fine, it's their business, but I feel like charging for a PSN subscription, or PlayStation Plus subscription I should say, is the wrong way to do it. Personally for me, and I've always thought that Microsoft should have done this as well with Xbox Live, is they should do multiple tiers for their service basically. For me at least, when I bought an Xbox, I basically wanted it to play online games and that was it. And the only reason I bought it was because of Halo and Gears of War. And when I look at what Xbox Live offers me in particular, it's really nothing more than the PS Network offers, and the difference is I just have to pay for an Xbox Live subscription, where the PSN was free. I mean, I do not use my gaming systems for Netflix, I don't use them for apps, I don't use them for Facebook, I don't use them for any of that type of stuff. I have a laptop which does all of those programs and those websites and those apps better. I have a smartphone which makes it easier, more accessible for me. And really, there's nothing, at least on the paid Xbox Live service besides multiplayer, that even makes it worth having. Now, do I like paying for the service? Obviously not, because I only use the multiplayer and I feel like I'm kind of being ripped off when you can get games on like Steam, for example, which do not charge you for a peer-to-peer network, which have dedicated servers, which also let you host your own servers for free. And I feel like both Sony and Microsoft, in a way, need to go about changing their online models for their subscriptions. I feel like, honestly, if they really want to try to compete in this new multiplayer, online, always connected type of idea that they're going with, it, they really need to make just the flat interaction with players from player to player free. And then they can throw the subscription fee onto the stuff like being able to get Netflix, having insane game sales. But even then, they don't have the huge game sales like Steam has, for example, where you can get like a game for $3 or whatever. Really, I feel like both companies are going in the wrong direction in terms of what they're offering with their services. I mean, I can do everything that those consoles are doing besides getting the games on my computer for a better experience and not having to pay at no cost. I can get Netflix on my computer, I can get Facebook on my computer, Twitter on my computer, I can get Twitter and Facebook on my phone, and I don't have to pay for that type of stuff. I get it all for free. Now, granted, you have to pay for the Netflix subscription. And that, is really one thing that I've never understood, is they're trying to get this subscription out and say, well, you're getting a great money's worth. When truth comes there, you're not really doing it. Steam does this in a sense where you buy the game, you do not have to pay Steam X dollars a month in order to play your multiplayer games. You pay them for the game, you download it, it's yours, you play it. That's all you have to do. Now, if the developers have a fee for their multiplayer, that's outside of Steam's control. But Microsoft and Sony as a whole doing this now just really is not the way that I feel they should be handling this. Personally, I think it's extremely money greedy. I mean, given the fact that yes, the consoles are really powerful and they're going to be able to shell out just great performance, the fact is you can get almost anything on these consoles besides the exclusives on a PC. Heck, even Microsoft, like Titanfall took off at E3, but even then that's going to be on PC as well. The only game from E3 that I saw that did not appear to be on PC that looked like it was going to be like AAA or a humongous game in like the PC race was Bungie's Destiny game. Now granted, that I feel like will be better on consoles just because Bungie has been doing consoles for the past 10 plus years, and it just seems like something that they've been developing for. I mean, they were specifically hiring programmers for the PlayStation, so I feel like at least that's going to be better. But honestly, besides these exclusives, you can get what the PSN and Xbox Live are offering multiplayer wise for free on a PC. And if either Microsoft or Sony wants to take advantage of getting ahead in sales, and particularly Microsoft with just the terrible public relations that they had with their announce, I feel like they really, really need to just either give multiplayer for free, or they at least need to change their subscription model somehow so that players who only want multiplayer and just don't care about the app type stuff can do it. And then the people who maybe don't have a great computer for like apps or Netflix or stuff like that can get the things that they want for, that premium gold or the plus fee. Maybe they can do like a free where you just have, access to the marketplace and whatnot. They do like a silver tier, which will basically give you multiplayer for like, I don't know, $2 a month or whatever. And then they have like the gold or the PlayStation Plus, where like you get all of the apps, all of the multiplayer stuff, you get downloadable content type stuff early, you get the sales. But really, I feel like they both need to really change their models for how people are going about having their services. I was waiting for them to change it, and they haven't done so yet. Personally, I hope that Sony or Microsoft gets at least some sort of feedback from people saying that they would like their models to be changed. Personally, I would. I mean, the $5 a month isn't really a big deal, but the fact is, it's the principle of they're not giving me an internet connection. They're not hosting dedicated servers unless they specifically state so. And on top of that, I'm already paying for my internet connection, so it's not like I'm paying Sony or Microsoft to connect me, and I'm getting a peer-to-peer connection. So it's not even like I'm getting the best connection when I'm paying this premium. Anyway, if you guys like the video, go ahead and give me some feedback, or drop me a comment or something in the section. I'd love to chat with you guys. And if you want to share this, tweet it to Sony or Microsoft or whoever, go ahead. Until then, guys, take it easy and have a great day.